If you struggle with being consistent on social media, this is the video for you. If you know me and you already follow me on social media, you're probably wondering, Lesline, how the heck do you stay so consistent on social media? This is the video that I need you to watch because I'm going to be sharing 3 easy tips on how you can do the same. And in case you're new around here, my name is Lesline. I am your favorite nurse yogi, and I love being on social media. So let's get into it. We just finished a 30-day squat challenge right here on YouTube where I posted every single day squats. So we squatted for less than a minute, right? And if you are really following me, you may have noticed this was repurposed content, okay? So I wasn't doing this live with y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just letting y'all know how the sausage is really made. But that goes into, this is going to be more than 3 tips, but that goes into the first tip is batch your content. And I have just started doing this. When I tell you I have had the most resistance to batching content, it's just like I am very intuitive. I like to post off the cuff, but then I learned that by doing that, I was burning myself out, and burnout is not cute. And it's especially not cute when you are in the health and wellness space and you realize you're burning yourself out through appearing on social media where you're talking about health and wellness. It's ironic, right? So I realized after I was kind of I wasn't saying I was burnt out, but I was just okay, every day I was posting natively every day, y'all. It wasn't scheduled content like it is now. And I was finally okay, Lesline, if we're really going to go back to the basics, and if you don't know what I'm talking about already, I decided to leave school. I was in the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner program. I said, no, this ain't for me, but I'm proud of myself for, at least trying, right? And I'll leave that playlist down below where you can hear the whole story. But now I'm in this whole back to the basics, which means that I am going back to what I started, which was my wellness business. Lesline Does Wellness. 4 years ago, I started this. I founded my LLC. And I was on a mission, y'all. I was on a mission to show new moms how to put themselves first through the use of yoga. About a couple of years ago, I got discouraged, right? And with that discouragement, I was like any other Black woman, and this is just me being funny. I am a complete is the word advocate? I'm completely go to school, but I didn't need any more schooling. At this time that I'm recording this, I don't need any more schooling. And I realized I needed to just really strategize when it comes to being on social media. So the first, and these tips are in no particular order, but the first tip is to batch the content. And within that tip is to strategize your content. So what I did in my case, I was okay, I want to launch an ebook, right? And this hindsight is 2020. It was really, I wanted to, host. It's always this time of year that I want to host a 30-day yoga challenge. I don't know. It's just something intuitively where it's always around the summer that I'm let's do a 30-day yoga challenge. I don't know where it comes from, but it's just something that I'm let's do it. So for the past couple of years, I have been hosting a 30-day yoga challenge. It doesn't get a lot of traction, but as I reflect, it was because there was no strategy behind it, right? So with that being said, I was okay, I'm going to do this 30-day yoga challenge, but I need to make sure that I'm strategizing. So I hopped on a call with one of my good friends, Merlene. She is the beauty biz bestie across all social media platforms, and she is very, very good about strategy, planning. She's very good at that. And she helped me strategize. So we strategized. And while I was strategizing with her, I was realizing, you know what? I want to offer more than just the 30-day yoga challenge. After somebody completes the 30-day yoga challenge, which that's over on my yoga page, I'll make sure to leave that linked below. I want to make sure I give them something, which is my ebook. So that was to do all of that. It took strategy, it took steps, it took intentionality, it took showing up consistently on social media every day. So that's what I did, right? And so I'm losing my train of thought, but this actually goes into the next tip is make sure you have a why. Like, what is your why? Why are you showing up on social media? And if it is because you see everybody and their mama doing it, and somebody said, and I'm not somebody sometimes too, that's like, just post the content, but you don't have a why, you are going to only probably post for like maybe 3 or 4 days and then you fall off the way. So make sure you have a why. Hell, you could steal my why. My why is showing new moms that they can put themselves first. And the modality that I do use is yoga, right? So make sure you have a clear why. And once you have that clear why, the content just kind of it just shows up for you. And now that we have, things at this time that we can use, such as ChatGPT, to help you, like, you tell it what you do and all this stuff. And it's just a beautiful time to be in at this time. Because I post so consistently on social media for the past, like I will say this, I have really been consistent this past month because of the 30-day yoga challenge that we just finished. But I realized on other platforms, I'm like, oh, I'm getting on this day, or you posted this a year ago. So then what I have been doing, because the 30-day yoga challenge ended, and I was like, crap, what am I going to post now? I just use throwbacks. So that's another tip. If you are posting regularly, sometimes you don't, not sometimes, a lot of the time, you do not have to recreate the wheel. Knowing also that the more you're posting, the more followers you're gaining, right? And for me, it's steady. It's not like a 10 followers to 10,000 followers overnight, but I'm steadily gaining a couple of followers, every week or maybe every couple of weeks, right? And so with that being said, they have not seen certain things from me. Even if I'm like, but I posted this last year, they'll remember. Nobody's remembering. The way that there is so much content out there, nobody's remembering what you posted yesterday or in a year ago. Come on, right? So that leads into the other thing of being consistent, is not overthinking. I don't overthink. I lean heavily into my intuition. Today I made a post because it's Jamaican Independence Day. Happy Jamaican Independence Day to all of my Jamaicans out there. And I was going to be like, this was not a scheduled post. This was just which it should have been scheduled, but I'm on a lot of different platforms. And so I'm giving myself grace with this. I was like, oh, maybe I should post at, the peak time when my audience is all online, because that's something else too, is look at your insights. When is your audience mostly online? But I'll kind of argue with that in the sense that if you're posting every single day on social media, your audience will get accustomed to when you post. So I'm going to say that again. I'm no social media guru, but I will say this. If you're posting every single day on social media, your audience will grow accustomed to when you post. I heard this from another creator recently, and I was like, that's actually a good point, is that with this platform, with YouTube, which is my favorite platform to consume and to create, it's my favorite platform to consume. I'll say that. I can't say the other platforms that I like to just consume or to create on. But she was on YouTube, you have to think of YouTube like a show. Remember, for me, Disney Channel was what I watched as a kid, right? And with Disney Channel, it was Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is going to be a new Disney Channel movie. So I was in anticipation that whole week, waiting for Friday 8 p.m. to come, because that's when I knew I was going to get to watch High School Musical or Freaky Friday, right? But if for whatever reason that didn't happen, I would find myself really sad and be like, what's going on, right? And so it's that same thing with YouTube. It's your audience community gets accustomed to okay, Lesline posts every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where is she? And, typically it depends on your community, but, after maybe a couple weeks, they'll just be like, okay, I'm moving on. I'm just going to find somebody else that talks about the same thing, right? So it's really important that you make sure that you are posting at the same time. And that'll be a separate video, but that's where I'm at right now, is just making sure I'm posting at the same time every day, right? So for this platform that y'all are on, I've been posting the 30-day squat challenge every day at 7 a.m. because in my head, it's okay, this is for the people that work a 9 to 5 like me at this time. or, a new mom that like the baby is still sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to post at 7 a.m. because like, I know like for me, that's a good time, like to get it in really quick. Right. So just keeping like you in mind and also like your audience in mind. So I think those are all the ways that I stay consistent. But the again, just to recap, the main reason I'm so consistent online is because I have a clear why. And like there have been times where, and I also want to say this, there have been times where I've been discouraged, where I'm just like, it's a slow season. Nobody's reaching out to me. Am I doing something wrong? And I'm here to assure you that is completely false, right? It's completely false. I have people that reach out to me like, and they're like, how do you do this or what, and so I'm like, okay, I need to create a video just sharing like how I show up so consistently, so authentically, so transparently with y'all. And if you need help with, staying consistent or you want to strategize yourself, I'll also have a link down below to, book a call with me because I've realized that consistency is my superpower. And I want to equip others like to learn how to build that consistency muscle, because I have learned this too. Because it is my gift, it comes native to me. It comes native to me to be consistent. Like in other areas of life, I have been consistent and it has benefited me. And so with the same thing with social media is like, I have living proof already with things I've been consistent with in life and it benefited me. So I kind of use that too. But I say all that to say, if you are not, and this is like no shade at all, that's why we have people online that can help. If you're like, I just don't got no consistency muscle in my body, I'm here to tell you that's not true, but that I can help you work that muscle, because it's a muscle and it takes time and it takes encouragement. It takes community. It takes strategy to be consistent. So I'm literally like, we're saying this, we're kind of conceptualizing this offering out loud, but I also will just help you get clear on what is your why. Like, why are we showing up on social media? And maybe also when we get on a call, you'll realize like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to like be on social media at this time. Like maybe I need to focus on my health. And I can also help with that because I am a registered nurse and I have an ebook and all of this that can help you with all of that down below. But that's something else too, because I talk with people and I'm like, like sometimes it's maybe the social media is not for right now, right? Right now, maybe you need to focus on your health. Right now, maybe you need to focus on your relationship with your partner. Right now, you may need to focus on helping your child start their senior year in high school, right? So like, don't feel pressured that like you have to do it right now. That's also something else I want to say. But anyways, I think I said everything. I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know down below if you have any other questions related to this. There's going to be a lot of links for you. So I feel like I'm going to meet everybody where they need to be. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.